Good morning. It's October, I'm gonna say 24th now, 3:15 in the morning. I just woke up. I'm headed out to meet Evan. From there, we're gonna pick up Ryan, and we're gonna pick up our friend, probably hear us refer to him as Scott, Aggie, Big Milk. He hates Big Milk, but it's a funny one. Have the four of us taking two boats, headed in through the Rock Lake access point. We're gonna head down into Welcome, hopefully. That's the goal anyways, and it's pretty chilly. It's about 1 degree Celsius. We're gonna get in for one night. Hopefully it's fun, warm, dry, but there's a chance that it could be fun, cold, and wet. So here we go.
Good morning, everyone. It's 7:30-ish, and we're at the Rock Lake put-in for a 2-day, 1-night trip. We're going down to Welcome Lake through Rock Penn, and it's cold. It's -2 degrees Celsius right now. I think it's going to get up to 7-8 degrees today. The sun's just coming up, so this is probably the coldest kind of thing we're going to be dealing with, which is fine. We're planning for it, but the goal, I guess, today is to get to where we need to go and not go in the water. What are your thoughts, Egg?
I don't have thoughts.
I know. So we're about third, almost halfway down Rock. It's very foggy. The sun is coming up. We saw it for a bit there, but now the fog's really rolling in. So yeah, looking in like this direction would be the big rock face on Rock Lake, but we're going to be hanging around this corner here, and there should be some pictographs. I don't know if you could tell on camera. I think Rich is trying to get it. On this point here, it's almost like a cairn that's been built, but there's some man-made structure. I don't know if it's like a foundation for something, but you can see it right there through the trees. That's the problem when you're trolling by the shore. I think I managed to snag the shore. Right there, right in front of you is a pictograph. 1 o'clock.
This, you think?
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. I think it's like a turtle.
And then see these 3 lines? That's another pictograph. And right there. We've seen a lot of rocks in a lot of places that mark pictographs. Obviously, we've seen the one on Bon Echo. For the most part, you don't know if you've seen one or not most of the time, but this one's pretty obvious, and it's about, I don't know, 1.5 feet above the water line. It's a pretty obvious spot. Like when you're paddling down this rock, it opens up, and this rock face kind of winks at you. So actually, we should probably find the other guys first. Bombing around in the fog with no map. Never been on this lake, so a little search and rescue. Yeah. So we're just approaching the end of Rock Lake. Well, it's the west side of Rock Lake on your way to Penn. The sun is coming up now. It's still a little cloudy, but the fog is definitely lifting somewhat, making it slightly easier to navigate. Never been down here, and now that we can see it through the fog, and you could hear, it sounds like a bit of a waterfall. I can't really explain the sound we're hearing, so it's got to be the waterfall. So we just saw our first campsite of the trip. We've probably might have passed a couple, but it was too foggy. And we're approaching the falls. I guess it's coming from Penn Lake. We don't know where the portage is yet, so we're gonna pull up, and I am guessing it's on the right. And I think it's below 300 meters, so we'll make short work of it, but it'll be nice to get up and get the bodies moving, get some temperature back in the old digits. So you get the rod out and see what we see. So we're on the first portage. It's not very long, and we're gonna try and find the spring that's marked on Jeff's map, and then I think even harder to find, apparently on this side. I think there's one on the other side of the river as well, but there's some erratics in here that have some petroglyphs, so we'll try and find them. We're not going to waste too much time, but if we can fairly easily find them, we will. Scott, are you ready for your first portage?
Ready to rip.
Oh, really? All right, let's get it done. So the anticipation on this trip, we've never been here before, but because it's so close to an access point, there's got to be thousands of people on this portage. I'm assuming these portages are going to be fairly well maintained and not very difficult. So this must be the, right there, see the spring? Pretty obvious. Nice beautiful spring water. So we're going in fairly heavy. We got well, very little food, a decent amount of booze, but we do have a lot more clothes than normal, and all of our sleeping pads and sleeping bags and everything all winter rated, because it's gonna be well below freezing tonight. So our bags aren't super heavy, but they're quite bulky, but we should be nice and warm.
I don't want to jinx it, but compared to the rain they were calling for, it's pretty nice. Nice and sunny.
It'd be nice if the sun came out a little.
Oh yeah.
A little more.
Well, once you get the sight and get a little bit of a fire rolling, you can warm up your extremities every once in a while. It's not that bad. We've been looking for some petroglyphs that are apparently on erratics in this area, and I came down what looked like a trail, and then it kind of looked like a runoff, and it's going to get us close to this falls or rapids to take a good look. But there's also some what look like erratic boulders down here, so it's possible that there could be some petroglyphs on them. So we're going to take a look at that as well, and hopefully we find something cool. I took a look at all these boulders behind me, and I can't see anything that looks like a petroglyph on any of them, so I'm guessing this is the wrong spot, but I mean, I'm not sure.
So we poked around for quite a while there. Really beautiful falls. Got lots of pictures and videos from different angles of that. Like, it's a series of falls. They're pretty nice. This campsite would be amazing because if you can walk down the shore, you can walk right to the bottom of one of them, and you can probably go swimming and get a bit of a shower. And then when we got back to the boats, there was two gentlemen. They were coming back out from Clydegale, so we sat and talked with them for a bit. So this is entering Penn Lake. We are paddling the majority of this lake down the western shore, and then we're looking for the estuary into the Galipo River and into Welcome.
Where are we, Richard?
Penn Lake. Is that correct?
Yeah.
With one N or two N's?
Single end.
Ooh, single N Penn. The old ballpoint.
Is mightier than the sword.
Obviously not written during battle.
It's 1:15. We're on Penn Lake. We're at I think the third campsite on the west shore. We stopped in just to change out some batteries, have some lunch, stand up, and then we're headed off in this direction here, around the corner, and then we're into the Portaging to Welcome. So obviously the leaves changed, probably peak a couple weeks ago. Still pretty beautiful, but not as nice as it did look.
I think you got a plow on the front.
If I read the map correctly, which I think we did, this should be the access into the Galipo River. It's not very deep.
There's some bird poop there, watch out.
But we should be able to pass through. I would say in the
More bird poop.
low water, this would be, you'd be walking this for sure.
They're pretty strong, eh? Eggs, how are those shoes holding up?
My feet so far.
Awesome. That just is like a full flood coming into my boot. Oh, I can push off there this one. Careful with that boat, guys. You don't want to see it hitting the rocks. Evan was teaching me all kinds of strokes.
The cross draw.
He was cross drawing me.
'Cause there's a little bit of current, quite a bit of current coming down this river on the way up, and it waggles pretty good. So we were just...
Why is your pack so light, bud? I thought I was carrying everything before. I guess it was. Then I fall in with this thing.
So we're doing single carry, obviously. But we're gonna come back and take a look at this falls. Pretty short portage. Appears to be pretty steep. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Very steep. You're good. Is that your first time carrying the canoe?
Well, I mean, I guess
Good job, fellas. That was a cool waterfall, eh?
yeah, I'm gonna go back and look at that.
Pretty fantastic. It's loud, but there's an absolute crap ton of water coming down right now, and it's gorgeous.
All right, everyone, we're at the big portage. So it's basically a 2,200 meter Galipo River to Welcome Lake. It starts with a huge landing. I don't know if it's wide the whole way, but there is another falls on this portage. So we just started the portage. Pretty wide open. A little bit of a hill to start. We're coming up on another one, but like it's like a highway, so I don't think it'll be too difficult. Just long enough to get the blood pumping good. And then we're at our campsite. And since we got 4 guys, I get to finally carry the food bag for once. Maybe halfway down the portage, Rich stopped at the top of a big hill and had the bright idea to switch out the rolls. We'll see if he regrets that decision. After 2.2 kilometers, any lake is beautiful. Oh, but I think this one will be extra beautiful. It's got a lot of beaches, and this is where we're staying. Look at this beach. Oh my God. Look at that view. We should be camping, hopefully somewhere over there. Nice. I've wanted to come to Welcome Lake for quite some time. Basically, I think we avoid it because of the crowds. It's pretty close to an access point. But pretty nice lake so far. In the summertime, it'd be busy, but like these beaches here, there's more beaches on the far side. Like, can't get better than that. So we put in on Welcome right there, and we're gonna check out this campsite. The problem is there's a decent sized creek there, so we just launched in the boats, hop, skip, and a jump. But as far as driftwood, nothing. We have no driftwood.
Trees too, rich none. Here, oh yeah, there we go. That's the shot. Perfect. Like we knew what we were doing.
Cheap pack, that was the $8 pack.
We felt a little bit of rain. We've got some tarps up. We tried to get a fire going before the rain comes in, so maybe we can get it to burn through. At least be able to cook dinner. It's a tarp on our gear. Another tarp over some chairs. And we go check on the guys out fishing because the storm really whipped up, but the good news is the wind should be pushing them right back into shore. Probably be able to hear how windy it is down here, just howling. And I can see them out there. I don't think you can see them out there on cam. I don't know if they took any rain gear, but it's not really raining that hard.
It's starting to let up a bit, but this is worst case scenario. It's not warm, and we're just huddled under a tarp trying to stay warm and dry right now. And we still haven't cooked dinner, so hopefully the rain lets off and we can get the steaks cooked, and hopefully it lets off even more so we can have a sit on the beach and watch the sun go down sort of thing. Still having fun, just sucks that it rained.
This is not comfortable.
Scott Eggleton, thanks for coming. On behalf of Single Malt Maps.
Oh my god. My whole life's led up to
Gotta get for the outtakes. You might have to sleep with your GoPro tonight.
Keep the battery from freezing?
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Apparently, these things are Mickey Mouse.
See that coming up through the trees? Yeah, the tree line. No, talking about the moon, bud. The moon? Moon over my hammies. That's what I'm having at Denny's on our way back.
The truth is, I thought it mattered. I thought that music mattered.
My core's not cold. Are you?
No. Just my hands.
Just my fingertips and my toes before we were on shore.
Victory!
I've kept dry feet this whole trip.
Yeah, there's no sense getting them wet now. You're fine. Get in
I'll
there.
just scrape the shit out of it.
Just do like you guys did on the last portage.
Not as nice as it did look. Did look?
Did look?
Things and stuff.
Things and stuff.
Don't care. Eggy, your butt's hanging out.
That's what I thought it was.
The old full moon joke. Classic.
Haven't used that one in a couple years.
Classic, Rich.
I think up here I noticed it's the moon that's bright that you really want to get.
Yeah, especially in the morning.
Like it's
The moon
crazy.
burns off
So
the
is
fog.
the sun over there right now? Because I see the moon.
Pardon?
He's chirping.
I know. It just never looks as cool on the GoPro.